and welcome to yet another Yapping with me, Fellonius the Wizard. Drawbridges is the item we have, and this is actually a topic that I got from Ron Smalek, and I don't really know what he meant by this. First of all, we had a period of Dungeons and Dragons 2nd edition going on between me and Jaga's mum, Ron, Annie Stuffs, and Ghost Vortex, and well, that was it, right? No, there was one more. Oh, I've forgotten his name. He was a good one. He was a very good role player. Now, now the drawbridge was actually Ghost Vortex. He had that in his trousers. I'm not going to go into why he had it. Nevertheless, it was always down. Drawbridges was also something that you used around over your moat if you had a castle back in the old days. And this is an European stuff, actually. I don't think we had much moats in Sweden, mainly because we put our castles not on top of a hill or anything, but we made sure that there were only one way for the enemies to come, and those places is, well, they are very remote, and there are not many of them. Back down in Europe and in, of course, UK, because they are not a part of Europe anymore because of Brexit, they had moats around their drawbridges, and they could put up a castle in the middle of a moor and still have a moat, and they have drawbridges. And of course this is fine with you, because that means that you can decide who is going to enter my city or my castle and who is not going to enter. And that was cool. But for me, drawbridges is more of a mental thing. I think most of us has some sort of drawbridge mentally installed. That is, we don't have a moat, but we don't let anyone just enter our mind and our sphere, just because we don't want that. I know for a fact that Swedes are very hard to get in touch with. They are happy, they are generous people, they will accept you as you are, there are no discussion about that. They are a good people in that respect. But you won't get close to them. Not normally. A normal Swede do not put... Well, you have a problem to get into their lives. And that's okay for me because I'm used to it. But for many tourists and stuff, that's a tough one. And that is some sort of mental drawbridge. And then we have the fact that you have a private life that is so private that it has to be secret. Don't know if that is mostly common, but I know for a fact that I have or have had a secret or two that I didn't want anyone to know. I think. Hold it. I'm trying to. Yeah, I had one. Yeah, but I have told so many people about it, so it's not a secret anymore. But I had it during my idiot years. Sorry, my young years. It's the same thing, you know that. And that is one drawbridge you always have. And I have a drawbridge on the other end. That is, I need to pull up the drawbridge when I'm starting to talk about stuff that people aren't interested in. Then I have to stop. It's not really a drawbridge, but it is trying to stop me from just blabbing around. I am a good blabber. Oh yes, I can talk about anything, anywhere, anyhow. But I'm not interesting, not as such. But there is some stuff that I don't let on. One of my drawbridges, I have mental drawbridges, that is that I don't approve of ideas about racism. I can't understand it. I can't really understand racism. It's a we and them stuff, and I don't really bother with that myself because I can't see why. Oh, don't get me totally wrong. I have been so against people, and I've been so racist without being even knowing that it is racism. For instance, the Americans. All Americans are fools, idiots, and they should be blown from the earth. Yes, that was one of my early days. But you are just as anyone, aren't you? You also put your trousers on one leg at a time. And that's things you just learn during your ages. But my drawbridge is against racism. That is, I don't really want to understand racism. I don't really want to hear anything about it. And if you want to get a discussion with me about that, sorry, I pull up my drawbridge directly. Yeah. So I truly meet a lot of people that are having their drawbridges up. On the other hand, I just met a neighbor. She's got multiple sclerosis. I don't know much about her. She had to tell me that she was 53 years old. I don't know why. She was just cleaning up in her archive down in the cellar. We have a storage facility. And she was cleaning up together with her mother and hopefully a friend. Could have been a sister. I don't know. They were three of them, and I was coming in I was getting my winter wheels off, and I scared them for some reason. I don't know. I don't sneak up on people. I just walk. I think I'm bouncing in. Yeah, nevertheless. But she didn't have any drawbridges at all. She just blabbered about. I could probably ask her about anything and she would answer. It's a bit of a risky business, isn't it? Yeah. Thanks for listening. Bye.